If you're over 60, you've likely been told that the avocado is nature's perfect butter. We see them everywhere, piled high in the produce aisle, smashed on toast in every cafe, and praised by doctors for their heart-healthy fats. But what if I told you that for many seniors, this superfood is currently a hidden source of inflammation, digestive distress, or even dangerous medication interference? It's a startling thought. Could something so natural actually be working against you? As we age, our bodies become much more sensitive to how we handle, store, and prepare our food. A 2023 clinical report highlighted a growing concern. Improper handling of avocados can increase exposure to oxidative fats by over 187%. For a 25-year-old, the body might bounce back quickly, but for those of us in our golden years, that level of oxidative stress can accelerate artery hardening and put an unnecessary strain on the liver and heart. In this video, we aren't going to tell you to stop eating avocados. Far from it. We want you to enjoy them. However, we are going to reveal 6 common avocado mistakes that almost 99% of seniors are making right now. These aren't just kitchen myths, they're habits backed by peer-reviewed studies from institutions like Harvard Medical School and the Mayo Clinic. We will cover everything from a storage trick that actually invites dangerous bacteria into your kitchen to a cooking mistake that transforms healthy fats into DNA-damaging compounds. We'll even discuss a specific drug interaction that every senior on blood thinners needs to know before their next lunch. My goal today is to move past the hype and give you the science-backed truth so you can eat with confidence and vitality. Before we dive into mistake number 6, I'd love to hear from you. Where are you watching from today, and how often do you include avocado in your meals? Also, have you ever felt a bit off or bloated after eating one? I'll be reading through the comments and replying with tips to help you get the most out of your nutrition. Now let's make sure your next meal is as filling as it deserves to be. Mistake number 6. The pit myth and the danger of invisible bacteria. Let's start with a classic. You use half an avocado for your morning toast, and you want to save the other half for tomorrow. What do? Most people leave the pit in, believing it keeps the fruit fresh and green. It's a trick passed down through generations, but science has finally put it to the test. A study from the University of California's Food Science Department used digital imaging to track browning. They found that leaving the pit in only prevents browning in the tiny area directly under the seed. The rest of the avocado browns at the exact same rate because browning is caused by an enzyme called polyphenol oxidase reacting with oxygen. The pit doesn't stop the reaction, it just acts as a physical shield for one small spot. But for seniors, there is a much more serious reason to reconsider how you store your leftovers. The 30% enhancement, the senior safety factor. According to research from the FDA and the CDC, avocados kept improperly for more than 48 hours can become a breeding ground for Listeria monocytogenes. While a younger person might experience a mild upset stomach, the Mayo Clinic warns that for those over 65, Listeria is significantly more dangerous because our immune systems don't respond as vigorously as they once did. This bacteria loves the moist, fatty environment of a cut avocado. Practical lifestyle advice. The citrus seal. Instead of relying on the pit, use the citrus seal method. Lower the pH. Brush the exposed flesh with lemon or lime juice. The citric acid acts as a natural preservative that slows the browning enzyme. The physical barrier. Use a high-quality beeswax wrap or plastic wrap, pressing it directly against the green flesh so there are no air bubbles. The olive oil trick. If you don't have citrus, a very thin layer of extra virgin olive oil can create a barrier that keeps oxygen out. By using these methods, you aren't just keeping your food looking pretty, you're ensuring that your healthy snack doesn't turn into a source of foodborne illness. Mistake number 5, the hidden interference with blood thinners. This is perhaps the most critical mistake on our list for anyone managing heart health. Over 6 million Americans take blood thinners like warfarin, Coumadin to prevent strokes and heart attacks. If that's you or a loved one, you need to listen closely to the vitamin K connection. Avocados are rich in vitamin K. One fruit provides about 26% of your daily needs. While vitamin K is essential for bone health, its primary job in the body is to help blood clot. This is the exact opposite of what blood thinners are trying to achieve. The American Journal of Emergency Medicine documented a case where a 68-year-old man's INR levels, a measure of how fast his blood clots, dropped to a dangerous level after he started eating an avocado every day. Because his blood was clotting too quickly, his stroke risk shot up despite him taking his medication faithfully. The 30% enhancement, the consistency protocol. The Cleveland Clinic notes that you don't have to banish avocados forever. The secret is consistency. Your doctor calibrates your medication based on your usual diet. The danger comes from spiking, eating no avocado for weeks, and then eating a whole one on a Saturday. Lifestyle tip, the half-a-day habit. Keep a food diary. If you love avocados, eat the same amount at the same frequency. If you choose to have a quarter of an avocado every other day, keep it that way. Communicate with your cardiologist. If you decide to make avocados a regular part of your Mediterranean-style diet, tell your doctor. They can adjust your dose to account for the extra vitamin K. Modern alternatives. If you find it too difficult to balance vitamin K with warfarin, ask your doctor about newer anticoagulants like Eliquis or Xarelto, which typically do not interact with dietary vitamin K. Remember, heart health is a delicate balance. We want your blood to be just right, not too thin, and certainly not too thick. Mistake number 4, the avocado gut. Using unripe fruit in smoothies. We've all been there. You want a smoothie, but the avocados in the bowl are as hard as rocks. You think, the blender is powerful, it'll chop it up anyway. While the blender can handle the texture, your stomach cannot. Unripe avocados contain high concentrations of a compound called persin. While this is a natural defense for the plant against fungi, in humans it acts as a significant digestive irritant. A 2020 study found that unripe avocados contain nearly 4 times the amount of persin as ripe ones. For seniors, whose digestive enzymes naturally decrease as we age, this leads to what researchers at UCLA Medical Center call avocado gut, severe bloating, cramping, and a disrupted microbiome. The 30% enhancement, the ethylene gas solution. Using unripe fruit doesn't just hurt your stomach, it robs you of the healthy monounsaturated fats. In an unripe avocado, those fats haven't fully developed, so you're getting the calories without the full cardiovascular benefit. The pro-aging ritual, the paper bag method. If you have hard avocados, don't rush them. Cultural wisdom. In many tropical cultures, avocados are never eaten until they give to a gentle squeeze. The science hack. Place your hard avocado in a brown paper bag with a banana or an apple. These fruits release ethylene gas, a natural ripening hormone. In a sealed bag, the gas stays concentrated, ripening your avocado in 48 hours instead of a week. Avoid the microwave. Never try to soften an avocado in the microwave. It might get mushy, but the chemical structure remains unripe and the persin levels stay high. By waiting just 2 days for the fruit to ripen, you protect your gut lining and ensure that those healthy fats are actually bioavailable for your brain and heart. Mistake number 3, the latex fruit connection. This is a hidden danger that sends thousands of seniors to the emergency room every year with what they think is sudden food poisoning or a mysterious panic attack. If you have ever noticed that your skin gets itchy after wearing latex garden gloves, or if you feel a tingle when handling rubber bands, you might be at risk for latex fruit syndrome. The science here is fascinating and a bit frightening. Avocados contain proteins called hevine-like pre-proproteins. To your immune system, these proteins look almost identical to the proteins found in natural rubber latex. It's a case of mistaken identity. Your body sees the avocado toast and thinks it's being attacked by a latex glove, launching a full-scale inflammatory response. A study in the Annals of Allergy, Asthma, and Immunology found that over 50% of people with a latex sensitivity also react to avocados. For seniors, this reaction can be more than just an itchy throat. It can manifest as sudden drops in blood pressure, severe abdominal pain, or difficulty breathing. The 30% enhancement, the immune vigilance factor. As we age, our histamine bucket, the body's ability to handle allergens, can overflow more easily. Research from Johns Hopkins suggests that many seniors develop adult-onset food sensitivities because the gut lining becomes more permeable over time. Practical lifestyle advice: the cross-reaction check. The related foods list. If you react to avocado, you are statistically likely to react to bananas, kiwis, chestnuts, and papayas. If you struggle with one, be very cautious with the others. The oral test. If you're unsure, doctors often suggest a contact test. Rub a tiny piece of avocado on your inner wrist. If the skin turns red or itchy within 15 minutes, your body is telling you to stay away. Restaurant safety. When eating out, always ask if the kitchen uses latex gloves. Even if you don't eat the guacamole, cross-contamination on a salad or sandwich can trigger a reaction in sensitive individuals. Knowing your body's specific wiring is the ultimate tool for longevity. If your immune system is busy fighting your food, it can't focus on keeping you protected from viruses and age-related decline. Mistake number 2, the seed trend, a dangerous social media myth. If you spend any time on the internet, you may have seen health influencers claiming that the avocado seed is the healthiest part of the fruit. They tell you to dry it out, grind it into a powder, and add it to your morning smoothie for extra antioxidants. Stop right there. This is a trend that is sending people, especially seniors with more delicate digestive tracts, straight to the operating room. While a Penn State study did find antioxidants in the seed, they also found that these are wrapped in a dense, woody fiber matrix that the human body cannot digest. Furthermore, the seed contains much higher concentrations of persin and even trace amounts of cyanogen glycosides, compounds that can convert to cyanide. The 30% enhancement, the gastrointestinal integrity warning. Dr. Michael Roberts, a leading gastroenterologist at Cedars-Sinai, has performed emergency surgeries on patients who consumed ground avocado seeds. For a senior, the risk is twofold. First, the sharp, gritty fragments can act like sandpaper on the intestinal wall, leading to microperforations. Second, as we age, our gastric emptying, the speed at which food leaves the stomach, slows. This allows these toxic compounds to sit in your system longer, increasing the risk of irritation or localized poisoning. The senior health ritual: use it, don't eat it. The FDA has not cleared the avocado seed for human consumption, and for good reason. If you want to be zero waste, here are science-backed ways to use that seed without risking your health. The skin-soothing soak. Grated avocado seeds can be used in a foot soak. The tannins are actually great for skin health on the outside of your body. The natural dye. Avocado seeds produce a beautiful, soft pink dye for natural fabrics like cotton or wool. It's a wonderful hobby that keeps your brain sharp and your home chemical-free. The garden connection. Compost it. Let the nutrients go back into the earth to feed your garden. Your digestive system is a finely tuned machine. Don't throw a wrench or a seed into the gears. Mistake number 1. Cooking avocados at high heat. We've reached the most common mistake, and it's one that turns a healing food into a toxic one. You've likely seen recipes for grilled avocados or fried avocado fries. They look delicious, but from a biochemical perspective, they are a disaster for senior health. Avocados are prized for oleic acid, a monounsaturated fat that reduces systemic inflammation. However, this fat is very delicate. It has a relatively low smoke point. When you subject an avocado to high heat, like a grill or a deep fryer, the molecular structure of the fat breaks down through a process called lipid peroxidation. A study in the Journal of Food Science found that heating avocado to high temperatures creates aldehydes. These are toxic compounds that have been linked to an increased risk of neurodegenerative issues in certain cancers. The 30% enhancement, the acrylamide alert. The National Institutes of Health warns that when certain amino acids in the avocado react with heat, they can form acrylamide, the same probable carcinogen found in burnt toast. In seniors, our ability to detoxify these advanced glycation end products, or AGEs, is lower than it used to be. These compounds can gum up our cells, leading to faster skin aging and brain fog. The senior health preparation method, the finish, don't cook rule. The chef's secret: if you want that warm, creamy texture in a soup or on a grilled chicken breast, add the avocado last. Let the residual heat of the dish warm the avocado slices, but never put the avocado over the flame. Keep it under 140 degrees Fahrenheit to preserve the vitamin C, B6, and those precious omega fats. Keep the avocado away from temperatures above 140 degrees Fahrenheit. The Mediterranean way. True longevity experts in the blue zones almost always eat their healthy fats raw. Think of avocado as a raw garnish rather than a cooking ingredient. By eating your avocado fresh, you ensure that every calorie is working to lubricate your joints, sharpen your mind, and protect your heart. Recap: your superfood safety plan. We've covered a lot today, and I want to make sure you feel empowered, not afraid. The avocado is a magnificent tool for aging well, as long as you respect its chemistry. Store it smart. Use lemon juice and a tight seal. Ditch the pit myth to avoid bacteria. Watch your meds. Stay consistent with your intake if you're on blood thinners like warfarin. Wait for ripeness. Avoid avocado gut by using the paper bag ripening method. Know your allergies. Be mindful of the latex fruit connection. Toss the seed. Keep the pit in the compost, not your smoothie. Stay cold. Add avocado to your dishes after the heat is turned off to protect the delicate fats. Final reflection. Aging isn't about doing everything perfectly. It's about doing things intentionally. You have the power to turn every meal into a medical treatment that supports your longevity. You can't stop the clock, but by choosing the right habits, you can make sure that clock keeps ticking with strength, clarity, and joy. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these 6 mistakes were you most surprised by? And are you going to change how you store your avocados tonight? Let me know in the comments. If this science-backed advice helped you today, please like this video and subscribe. We are dedicated to bringing you the truth about senior health so you can live your best life after 60. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.